Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, back with the Night of Champions pay-per-view review. And I'm kind of iffy on this pay-per-view. It was good and it wasn't good. Um, Leaves you with a lot of questions still to be filled, and you're just like wondering where they're going to be going with this storyline with the Punk and Triple H. But I'll get into that and further in the video when I talk about the match. Um, The first match of the night was the tag match, Air Boom versus R-Truth and The Miz. It was a good match, back and forth. The winners were Air Boom by disqualification because The Miz just lost his mind. There was 3 times the ref messed up during the match. Um, he thought he heard he Evan Bourne faked a tag in, and the ref let him in. Um, So Miz got pissed off about that. Another part was Miz had, um, I believe it was Evan Bourne pinned, and the ref was over there arguing with R-Truth, so he didn't get in the pin in time. And then another time was Miz made a tag to R-Truth, and the ref didn't see it. So that just pissed him off. Um, they both ended up attacking the ref at the end of the match. So I'm guessing this is just gonna further a storyline with the conspiracy stuff. Especially they can say it was a conspiracy with the ref and all that kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see how this is go, especially with how the main event went. And um, it was glad to see um, their promo at the beginning of the match too. It was pretty good. Um, After that was the IC title match between Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. Cody Rhodes ended up winning. It was a alright match. Nothing to like go off on. I'm just saying like nobody cares about Ted DiBiase anymore. The crowd was kind of dead during that match because nobody gives a shit about DiBiase, to be honest with you. So give Cody Rhodes a better opponent next time, please. At least someone that can maybe carry the match a little bit longer. Nobody really cared for DiBiase until uh, he ripped Cody Rhodes' mask off, which then made Cody Rhodes do a roll up and he beat him. So, it's nobody cares about DiBiase. That was just a filler match, I believe, just to have every belt on the pay-per-view, and kind of a waste of time, my opinion. But it was good to see Cody Rhodes on the pay-per-view, and it was good to see him win and keep the title. Um, let's see. After that was the Fatal 4-Way, and my God, I called it. I freaking called it. What I said exactly went down. It was a good back and forth action between all 4 wrestlers in the ring, um, and Ziggler wins. And how? Swagger does his power bomb on Alex Riley. Ziggler runs in, knocks Swagger out of the ring, and pins Riley before Swagger can come back and break up the pin. Boom! I called that shit, and it was crazy seeing it happen, and it was just awesome because it put a big old smile on my face just to know that I kind of know what the fuck is gonna go down, and further along the storyline, these 2 guys are awesome in the ring, and I cannot wait to see them 2 go at it. Probably maybe Hell in a Cell, possibly Vengeance. So yeah, it was a good match. Ziggler ended up winning by kind of, I guess, screwing Swagger, I guess you can say. So we'll find out what happens tonight on Raw between them 2. But it sure did look like Vicky was not going for Swagger at all. So we might see a Swagger face turn possibly. Who knows? Um, all right. After this match was the Mark Henry versus Randy Orton, and I remember when I came on this video, did my preview, I said it's a lock that Henry was gonna win the title, and he won the title. He won the belt. It was a really good match. Back and forth. It was just the monster overcoming Randy Orton. Um, He had Mark Henry on the ground a couple of times, and then Henry took out his knee, which just was just the end of it. Um, Randy Orton tried the RKO. Mark Henry threw him down onto the ground. Orton got back up. Henry caught him in the power bomb or the power slam, slammed him down. 1, 2, 3, and he's a new champion. And I'm happy for Henry. I hope he keeps it for longer than Hell in a Cell, maybe to Vengeance. Because I could really see Henry versus Orton Hell in a Cell match. It'd make more sense because Orton can use the cage and all the weapons against Henry, to bring him down. So it kind of makes a little bit of sense. But this match was really good. This match probably was the best match of the night. I'm gonna be honest. It was probably the best match of the night, other than maybe the Fatal 4-Way. And I hate to say this, the Cena match. This was probably the best match of the night. They told a great story in the ring, and you actually thought Henry wasn't gonna win. You actually thought, Randy Orton was gonna pull it off, and they made it seem like, Randy Orton in the last couple of weeks on Raw and SmackDown, he had no chance of beating Mark Henry. And in the ring, it actually looked like he had no chance of beating Mark Henry in the ring. It was great storytelling, great story writing, and I'm curious where they're gonna go with this. It doesn't look like Sheamus is gonna be going for the belt because it looked like he's gonna be starting a feud with Christian, which will also be pretty good stuff. And yeah, I'm just happy for a change. I don't really watch SmackDown live. I usually DVR it and watch it another day. And Friday night, I actually watched a live. No, it wasn't live, but I actually watched a SmackDown, and I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed that SmackDown more than I enjoyed Raw. I mean, and that's crazy. I think more because SmackDown has a lot more wrestling on it, and not so much promo time and stuff like that. But it was really good to see Henry win, and it's really good to see change. So that's all I got to say about that. Number 5 was the Kelly versus Beth Phoenix match. And as much as I dog Kelly, I have to give her credit when she does good in a match, and she did good in the match with Beth Phoenix. And I'm telling you guys, when they stick those skinny ass, not too good wrestlers like Kelly and Eve Torres and all those other divas that don't wrestle really good, and they put them up against good wrestlers like Beth Phoenix and Natalya, you have good matches because Natalya and Beth Phoenix can carry them in that match. And that's exactly what Beth Phoenix did last night. She carried Kelly into a good match last night. And I don't say that a lot about diva matches, but this one was really good. I'm kind of taking it too far. It was a good match. Decent match. And usually during diva matches on pay-per-views, I'm gone. I'm using the bathroom, getting something to drink. But I actually sat down and watched this match, and it was alright. It was decent. Kelly won. Everybody thought Beth Phoenix would win because she was in her hometown. But it was actually a hot crowd, and it was funny to see Kelly sucks chants going on, and it was good stuff. Good stuff. But looking like hopefully Beth Phoenix gets another title shot. Maybe this time she wins it, but who knows? All right. Next match was the Del Rio and Cena, and this was actually a pretty good match. And Cena won. I don't know why they put the title back on him unless they see him maybe losing it next month at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. I don't know what to say when they keep putting the goddamn belt on Cena. He doesn't need it. Obviously, everybody still cheers and boos his ass if he doesn't have the belt at all. The only reason why I think maybe they put the belt back up on Cena was for ratings. They saw that the ratings were going down as Del Rio as the champ, and they thought maybe Cena being back champ will bring up the ratings, which I highly doubt. Football is going on right now. There's a lot of good matches going on, especially during the lockout. A lot of people are itching to watch football. So yeah, you're gonna get your ass kicked in the ratings, Raw or WWE, but you can't just jump the gun and give Cena belt back to belt. I thought Del Rio was doing all right as a champ. He just didn't give as much opportunities to do his little promos and stuff like that because of the visa problems and all that kind of mess. A lot of people like Del Rio and follow Del Rio, but you're making him look weak and weak and weak when he keeps losing to Cena and stuff like that. Keep the belt on him. Have him do a little title reign. Have him lose it at Royal Rumble or something. But it's not necessary for him to lose the belt tonight. Or sorry, last night. And it was a good match. Actually Del Rio carried Cena that first half of the match and it was good. But he had him in I guess his little finisher. I'm not really sure what this finisher is. I can't remember what it's called. And I was just hoping and hoping that someone would jump in the ring and hit Cena. I didn't care who it was. I just wanted him not to win the belt, and he won the belt. It's just like, fuck. What are they gonna do now? Have him fight or wrestle Del Rio again? Most likely. Hell in a Cell? Most likely. So you never know. Usually on the Hell in a Cell pay-per-views, they do 2 Hell in a Cell matches. Usually, if I'm not mistaken. Usually there's only 2 on the card. And I could see Henry and Orton in a Hell in a Cell. But I don't really see Del Rio and Cena in the Hell in a Cell. And this is the reason why. Because of the number 7 match of the night, the main event, Triple H versus CM Punk. This match was crazy. This match was wild. This match maybe was overbooked. They had back and forth action in the crowd, on the entrance ramp. You even had CM Punk do his little spot elbow off the rope onto a table, which was sick. Long live Macho Man with CM Punk wrestling. Honestly, it was a good match, and then the shenanigans happened. Miz and R-Truth come down and start beating up Triple H and CM Punk, which I don't understand why they were beating up CM Punk unless they're part of Kevin Nash, which I'll get into in a little bit. But they start beating up CM Punk and Triple H. Laurinaitis ends up coming out, trying to wake up the ref. I'm sorry, the ref got knocked out. He's trying to wake up the ref. They do their finishers. Oh, I'm sorry. They do all that to Cena and Punk. They end up coming back, beating up Miz and R-Truth, knocking them out of the ring, and guess who comes? Mr. Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash comes out of the crowd. Excuse me. Hits Triple H. Hits CM Punk. He tries to do a powerbomb on Triple H, which CM Punk breaks up. He then powerbombed CM Punk. Triple H ended up going out of the ring. Nash went to go follow him. He was going to powerbomb Triple H onto the table outside. When he went to pick up Triple H had a sledgehammer, hit Nash in the face with it. And then Triple H came in and did the pedigree and won. I don't know what the fuck to say. I'm thinking Miz and R-Truth are going to join Nash in a little group. The weird thing was Triple H had a pin on CM Punk and Laurinaitis didn't throw in a ref. But when CM Punk had Triple H pin, Laurinaitis threw in a ref. So this shit is crazy. I don't even know what to think. It makes you want to watch Raw to see what's going to go down. A lot of people were hating on the main event. A lot of people were hating on Cena winning the match, which I can understand. But don't dog it until we see what happens tonight on Raw. And don't dog it until we see what the upcoming events, happening. But that's about it. I'm running out of time. I only have about 20 seconds left on this video. I appreciate all the followers and all the comments that I get. Please let me know what y'all thought of this pay-per-view. And I'll have my Raw review tomorrow in the morning, and we'll find out what happens tonight. Thanks, guys.